What up, y'all? I wanted to make somebody commented on one of my videos and they said, what made you want to start being normal and like presenting more of your normal stuff on social media? And I love that I get to talk about that right now. Also, second of all, look at my fucking hat. Second of all, I worked a job for this company. I don't know if I can specify the modeling job I worked, but they sent me a gift card after for $100 for the thing. And it's very nice that they did that. That was a very classy move. I don't think I've ever had a company do that, so I can't disclose that because I like NDA'd it. But yeah, thank you. I can't say the company, but classy move by the company. Okay, next. What is up? Why do I want to be normal on social media? Well, so I was just hanging out with my buddy Christian today, Christian Bierling, and we were talking a lot about, because we have very similar kind of content. We're both kind of just like blah, 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 guys who are just like, and then can just like rant and talk about shit, like be funny and stuff. But we were talking about how, because we made videos for like, we hung out for like 3 hours and we're like, made like 35 videos. And then we were like, like the energy was so done after, because it like takes a lot out of you, because like, you know, we know how to like be entertaining, but there's also a level of like being entertaining, but also like being yourself. And so like we both very are much ourselves, but understand what works well for the internet, what videos could do well, what certain type of things do people like, what people respond to. So that's something that we were talking about. But in talking about being myself, why I want to be, why I felt inspired to start being normal on YouTube is not to be normal. It was really, I started YouTube so I could make consistent passive income, kind of, because like, not passive, but like consistent income from YouTube, because YouTube can pay really well when you blow up. So that's to be completely honest, but also I love YouTube being a platform where I can literally just set the camera up and just be normal Carrington and just be like, okay, this is what I'm thinking about this. This is me talking my ass about this, that, and that, like blah, blah, blah. And where am I going with this? I don't talk a lot about, but I've started to talk about like thinking long-term, thinking about longevity of the work that I do. And my work is being an influencer, content creator, whatever, aside from like, you know, modeling and acting. And I really love this job. And I just know that I have, and I don't ever feel like I'm boxed into being like, blah, Carrington. I just like, that's just how I like to be on TikTok and things like that. I do have like a TikTok where I'm like more normal and stuff like that, but I like having long form content like this where I'm just kind of talking about whatever, because I am viewed on the internet a certain way, and I like to shamelessly show that I am a bunch of ways as a person. Like, I'm a multi-dimensional as a person, as you are, as we all are. But being on the internet, I think that it's really easy for people to like get boxed into like a niche, or like you're the tube girl, or you're the this guy or whatever. And like, I've definitely had that a lot. But I just like to show that you're allowed to be more than just like for the internet. And I honestly just have fun doing this. I mean, I get to talk about shit that I like to talk about anyways. And I actually, in a way, like, you know, not everyone wants to like get deep with me. You know what I mean? Like, not, so like these conversations I have, if you've been following my YouTube, like, I like to talk about this shit. I like to talk about the real shit that like, you know, when you're sitting alone at night, what you're actually thinking about. I like to have those conversations because I so strongly feel those types of things. And I just, I don't know. It's like all I want to talk about. Like, if I'm hanging around with all of my friends, like, I can only, like, for so long before I'm like, what are you guys thinking about doing this, like, long term? Like, what is, like, action? And I don't want to sound like that fucking Jaden Smith meme where it's like, why don't we talk about the global, whatever the fuck. No hate, but like, I just appreciate having those conversations because those are things that I really spend a lot of time thinking about. And I do, amongst the silliness of my life, I also, just as much as I am silly, I am like serious and thoughtful about certain things. And I just like to talk about these things. I like to talk about focusing on goals and like how to walk from A to B and like my thought process and like things I'm doing to make my life better, because like that's what I want to hear. That's what I like to hear. Like I'm just projecting. Like I wish that I had someone like talk to me about, hey, this is the new play for TikTok. Yo, this is what you should do with Shopify. Yo, blah, blah, blah. Yo, this is a good book investment system video. I don't know. I just like talking about this stuff. I don't mean to be annoying about that. I just, because I know it might, well, I don't know. I don't want it to come off pretentious. I don't think it does come off that pretentious. I'm just like being honest with you guys. That's just shit that I like to talk about. I'm very into like the personal finance, self-help niche and YouTube and shit like that. And so I like being able to be a silly goose online, but I just as much want to be able to talk about normal shit like I do on this channel, and it to go just as viral as when I'm, being funny, because I know that I offer the same level of value in the different things. And also I see social media as being long term. So if social media is long term, then I don't want to box myself into just being like all the time, because like I like to do that and I always like to have the ability to do that, and I do have that. But I don't have a thing set up yet where I can also just talk like this and like talk about real shit and talk about shit that I think hard on and stuff like that. So that's just important to me, and I started doing it because I started doing it to make some bread, and I'm sticking with it because I'm just having so much fun talking about it. Like the videos I make where I talk to myself, where I'm like, okay, Carrington, like those are literally a cheat code for life. I don't know who has done that after watching my videos, but you would be amazed. I will do it right now, and I swear to God I'm not playing this. Let's see what happens. What's up, Carrington? Why do you like to post on YouTube so much? I don't know. It's just fun. I post every day. It's long form content, and I get to be myself. Well, okay. What do you like about being yourself on YouTube? Like, what makes YouTube different from anything else? Well, it's more of a platform where people get to see more of the real me, because it's long form content, and it's also teaching me to. It is also teaching me to be able to produce more long form content. Okay. Well, how is it different? What makes it different or alluring to you to post on YouTube rather than TikTok? Because can't you post long form videos on TikTok if you really wanted to? Yeah, no, I totally could do that, but my TikTok audience is pretty set in stone, and that's kind of something that I feel like is a hat that I already wear pretty well. Like I know how to TikTok. I can teach someone else how to TikTok. Like I'm really good on that. I'm always learning, but like I'm good on that. I don't need anyone to walk my hand, but I haven't mastered, another whole ass avenue of being an influencer, content creator, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I haven't mastered everything, and that next step is YouTube. And YouTube not only provides good passive income just from posting videos a lot, but at the same time, it also lets you show a little bit more of your personality, when you go the route that I'm going, which is just talking to yourself and being super normal on camera and trying to just, I don't know, like really, really showing like, I don't know. It's more so like, it feels like a hangout. Like you guys really get to know me. I guess that's what I really like. You guys really get to know me. That's why I like to do it so much, because, I don't know. I like you guys get to know me. You know what I was thinking about? I think I talked about this in another video. I'm gonna talk about it again though. I went to a lot of different schools growing up, and I always was the new kid, and I always had to introduce myself to people, and like I always had to like teach people what I was about to see if they could be friends with me. And I always found out, and I found out after some years of doing that, after 9 schools or whatever, that it's a lot better to just be yourself and let the people who fuck with you come to you, rather than, try and confide to let everybody like you and then actually show your true colors and you lose friends, rather than just like not having any to begin with, and then just what's really yours is yours when you really do what's true to yourself. And I get the opportunity to do that online, because the reality is not everyone online is going to like you. Like I could think for 10 hours about what my next YouTube video is and how it could really hit all the marks. But no matter what I say, like people could have something negative to say about me. People could just not like the way I talk about things. People could not be interested in how I deliver some of my content, blah, blah, blah. And it wouldn't do me any good, and it would just postpone me from going after it and just like taking action. So I just realized that's not a good use of my time. I love what I do as a content creator. I think it's so fun. I want to keep doing it. And in order for me to do that on a scale that is even more authentic to me and like to pursue really being authentic, because that's something I care about on the internet, is to give you guys a taste of the real me. This is me. You get to choose whatever you watch on the internet every single day, and you have what you like on the internet, and so all that I can bring to the table is what I bring to the table right now. I just set up the camera. I literally, you guys want to see my outfit today? Like, this is what I do. I was like, you know what? I'm fly. I literally walk up and I put it down and I'm just like, you know what I mean? And it's to the point where I actually enjoy doing this. I think I like making YouTube videos even more than I like making TikToks, because TikToks feel like trying to be fun or trying to be funny. And like, I like to do that anyways, but like, this is really even more natural for me, because being funny is natural, but talking like with nobody around me, talking however the fuck I want, like however you talk when you're alone, that is what's great. And like, if I'm going to be a content creator, I might as well just set the bar at Carrington, because when you post on the internet and you form an audience based on the content that you make, in a sense, you do, I don't like to say this, but like, it is kind of true that you kind of get married to the content style, in the sense that like, people know you for this type of content, so they're expecting this type of content. So you can change it up, sure, but it's not really gonna reach, you know what I mean? It's not gonna reach the people who already follow you, or it's not gonna, it might not apply to everyone. But what is really important about that is that, or how I view it with my YouTube, is I'm like, okay, well, I have a head start because I have a TikTok following, Instagram following that I can filter this to, even though it doesn't translate as you see on here. I only have 12,000 at this time. But I get to start from scratch on YouTube, and starting from scratch means like I get to have the first date with YouTube. And the first date is, if you're going on a date with somebody, set the standard. If I set the standard right now as just being myself, like if I start posting on YouTube and just start being myself right now, I don't edit the video, I don't do anything, I just sit here and I just talk to you guys. If that is a standard I set, then now from the rest of time till I do YouTube, I can always just be myself. I don't have to like capitalize when I feel something funny or anything like that. I can just turn the camera on and just kind of talk. And if I don't even have an idea, I can say, Carrington, what do you want to talk about right now? I don't know. I'm feeling happy about a lot of the progress I made right now. I have like some things coming to fruition and it feels fun. I can do that. You know what I mean? It's like having $0 inventory. It's like starting a pizza business, but you don't have to buy the dough and the marinara and the cheese and all that stuff. You just make pizzas. Like, you just exist and just pizzas flow out of you. That's how I feel. So it's really fun for me. And so I like to do it because I'm establishing a avenue of content that I can put on the internet, and I will only ever have to be my truest self, because that's what I put out the internet, Before my second video ever, or third video ever, I talked about some real shit that I had to get off my chest, and I started tearing up in the middle of it. I started crying, and I fought it. I watch back, I'm like, you're a little bitch. Like, I don't mean like that. I mean, like, you're a little bitch for not letting yourself just be sad about it. Because, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to act tough. It's hard to, like, fucking cry. Not that, like, I wanted to cry on camera. That's not what I want at all. But I just did do that. And, yeah, so that is my, It's really all I have to offer as well. It is, it's the only thing I can give you guys. All I can give you is myself and the best version of it. You know what I mean? I could give you the like, hey, my life is so aesthetic and like I have a skincare routine and my life's perfect. Or I can give you the like, oh, I'm stressed out about this, this, and this. I'm doing this. I'm not good at this. I'm trying to do this. I'm struggling with this. I'm failing at this. I'm talking about this a lot. I'm not really doing this a lot. Like I could give you that, but then I would be setting a bar or setting a standard that just isn't me. So every time I want to produce, I'd have to hit that standard, which isn't me. Now I can just be me. So, yeah. And I don't say any of this to like, dude, I love posting on TikTok. I wish I could post more on TikTok. I have I have over 1,000 videos on TikTok that are all just as stupid as the ones that I post. But I just like, I don't want to saturate my content too much. I want like, you know what I mean? I don't like, I shit post. That's like kind of my thing. But at the same time, like, so whatever. But, yeah, so I love TikTok, but this is another avenue for me. It's another hat for me to wear. I'm wearing this hat right now. I'm wearing my YouTube hat. I can also wear the TikTok hat. What are some other hats I can wear in my life? I can wear the workout hat. I know how to do that. This is stupid. I could wear the football hat. I know how to play football. That's not a useful hat. Maybe put that one in the garage. I don't know. Like kind of like learning a skill. What's something I do think about is Mr. Beast's advice, which is make a video. So I'll explain why it's different. But he said basically on this thing talking about people wanting to blow up on social media, he said, make a video and every single time improve something. And make 100 videos. And then like, if it doesn't, whatever, and make 100 videos, improve something every time. I think about that and I think, am I half-assing YouTube? I genuinely think that. I'm like, because I think about that. But at the same time, I'm like, no, because I'm not trying to be Mr. Beast. I'm just trying to be Carrington. And what Carrington wants is just to be able to do this and just be like, what's up? This is just normal me. And that's what I want. So, yeah, but I think about that sometimes. So I think like, what could be a way? Well, I could probably invest in a camera. Yeah, I could. But also, I just feel like me personally, this is going to sound like conceited, but like, I humor myself so much that I just use a phone. You know what I mean? I have a mic. Sometimes I get fancy. I left the mic in the car. I was like, fuck it. I'll just make the video. I don't care. I think about that and I'm like, what could we really do so much better? But you know what? I think that like, if we're talking about authenticity and being real, like this is fucking real. This is me sitting in my fucking studio, sitting in front of ring light talking about, I don't know what, starting posting on social media, wearing this new hat I got today. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I just wanted a place to be real, kind of like an outlet for me I wanted another outlet where I could show another side of myself. And yeah, and I'm also, this is something that I'll learn as I go, but I also think on YouTube about like, what if I start another channel for my, for talking about finance and entrepreneurial things? And I'm like, maybe do it. Maybe do it big before you start teaching people about it. But I can teach all I can about, being Carrington. Like, I'm allowed to talk about that. But yeah, I also I don't know. I'm always learning as I go. I'm never married to any idea I have. That's you guys probably noticed about me. I probably say a lot of the same things, but also I'm very submissive to let myself, if I want to think something else, if something else feels more natural to think and it means that like it fucks up these other things, but I actually think this way, I have to rock with that. I just have to be honest to myself. So Yeah, I like that. I like this kind of platform for me online. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Be the person you wish you had. And this is my new koala hat that I have my buddy design. Coming soon. Hope you like it.